Okay, here's the tail, the horizontal stabilizer, and the elevator. Now if you look, there's a bottom. That's obviously the hinge side. The opening of the hinges faces down. But if you look closely against the foam, you can see there's a micro slot already started for you. Okay. Now if you try to put the spar in, what this spar does is the carbon fiber strip, it keeps everything rigid this way. Okay, so it can't bend. You also notice there's another slot here. You can barely see it. It's a little slot made for the control horn. So what you need to do is lay your straight edge against that pre-made slot. Okay, and I like to make a pencil mark at the end of the slots so I can make sure I don't cut too far. Alright, so there we are. Lay our straight edge against our slot. Start right at your mark and cut, and open that slot up to fit the spar. Alright, so I'm just going to check and see my depth. Okay, my depth is good, and I'm going to press fit it in there. Looks like I need to come back a little further. Let me make sure that we're centered here. Yeah. So my mark was off a little bit on the top. So I need to open this slot up a little bit more on this side. Alright. Oh, this one's been a little tricky for me. Drag this knife down there one more time. Alright, so let's check it again. Okay, and then there's our carbon piece. We're going to glue that in the same way as we did with the other spar. We're just going to grab our glue and get that baby out of there. Grab our glue, and we're going to force it down in the slot right here. It's okay if it separates, it's not a problem because we're just going to contact it back together. Okay? Make sure you get enough glue on there to do so. And this time we will glue on the other side. I'm sorry, on both sides of the carbon fiber. I'm going to take my finger and rub it down, get some on the other side. It doesn't have to be a thick coat, it just has to be a coat of glue on there. Alright. Also, I didn't show you, you rough up the carbon fiber with some sandpaper first. Wipe off your tip of your glue. We're going to test fit this piece, pull it back out, and let it sit for a few minutes, and we're going to stick it back in. Now don't let it sit too long. Like I said, if you let it sit the full 5 to 10 minutes, you'll never get that carbon fiber strip in. We just want to tack it up. Okay. Alright, and make sure everything stays flat on the table because you don't want this to be out of shape. Okay, so that's in there. We're going to pull it back out. Should be a little more difficult to get out this time. So I use this little hook tool to pull it out. Now everything's got good glue penetration, and we're going to let this sit for about 3 or 4 minutes, not 5 or 10, just 3 or 4 minutes to tack up.